Happy New Year to everybody. It is 2024, January 1st, a Monday, and I am collecting everything that I need to ship out tomorrow so I don't have to come rushing down here to get it. And if anything else sells, well, I'll have to come and get it. But for now, this is what has sold. It is Monday, so this is what has sold since essentially late Friday over the weekend. And there's been some great sales. I've had three. This is what sold individually. I've had three Amazon sales, which are right here. Amazon Merchant Fulfilled. All three of them are CDs. And the rest of this over here, which is 12 individual items, were eBay sales. I also sold 6 lots on eBay, which will be a separate video. So grand total, I have 12 plus 6 lots, which is 18 items sold on eBay, plus 3 on Amazon. 21 sales so far here Monday morning. It's after 10 o'clock on Monday. So Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a safe, fun, or relaxing, or boring, whatever you wanted. New Year's Eve last night. I didn't do anything. I was with the family, and we went to bed. And there were some fireworks, which we barely heard. But nonetheless, it's a new year. I'm excited to get it started. And this week, my kids are still off from school, so they're still at home. And I will have to start shipping starting tomorrow, and my store will be open from Thursday till Saturday of this next week. And then January is going to be super, super busy for us because of our kids having so many things going on outside of school in regards to tournaments and things like that for soccer. So that's a side note, but that's personal stuff going on. So I'll be super busy, and of course running the store. And as a side note, I am in my other location, which is a bookstore only, that I have been in for quite a while. Haven't been able to open for a variety of reasons, and this will be opening soon. Ideally this month, at the latest the beginning of February. We are lining things up and potentially have someone to work here, and getting things going for that. So that's super exciting, and there'll be other videos about that as that moves forward. So just wanted to share with you what I sold. Hopefully this provides either inspiration or interest or entertainment, whatever it may be, to see inside of someone like myself that sells full-time on Amazon and eBay. Most of what I sell, as you can see, is on eBay, but I do still sell stuff on Amazon through their Merchant Fulfilled program, which I'll talk about first here. And of course, I have a store that is open every week, has been open for 4 years, and I'm working on opening a second store. So this is the life of a full-time book and media reseller, mostly books, CDs, DVDs. That's the majority of what I sell, either in or online. In my store, I also sell records. I also sell video games and VHS tapes, things like that. As you can see, VHS tapes online as well. So, but it's mostly books, CDs, and DVDs with some other media sprinkled in. So this is what I sold on Amazon. I've set this up here to talk about it. What's sold for the least to the most money, for the most money. This one came from a donation. It is the Essential Artie Shaw CD. It's sold for $8.99. Of course, plus shipping. I don't do free shipping on Amazon. It's a 2-disc set. This was it's in excellent condition. It was from a big donation of CDs. So that took, I'm not sure when this was up there. It's in very good condition. So I don't usually list items that are don't say they are in very good condition unless they are truly in phenomenal condition. Essentially, my very good condition CDs or any other items are like new. They essentially look like they have not really been used. And this one is excellent condition. The inserts and the CDs are great. So there's that one. The second one came from the same donation as the first Artie Shaw CD. This one sold for $28.75. It is a box set. Whoops. It is Beethoven, the complete music for piano trio, the Florestan trio. So a really nice box set that's in great condition, has multiple CDs. Let's see, it has 4 CDs in there. So if you find that one, that goes for good money, $28 plus change. And then Mike Francis Classics. This one sold for $31.99. This one I purchased at a local thrift store back not too long ago. last year, but only on October 3rd of last year. It doesn't say how much I bought it for, but more than likely at that location, it was $1 to $1.50 at most, if not less. Mike Francis Classics. It's sold on Amazon for $31.99. This is one that, again, I found in a thrift store, so anyone can find this kind of stuff. You know what you're looking for. I also cross-listed it on eBay, but it's sold first on Amazon. I don't cross-list hardly ever. This was the first time I've done it in quite a while, and I don't have any software for it. I just put it in both places to see where it's sold first, which is not the best way, because if it sells in both places at the same time, which is unlikely, but if it happens, then I'd have to cancel one of them, so I don't recommend doing that. But I did cross-list it, figured it would not sell at the same time, which it didn't. So when this sold on Amazon, I came down here, figured out that it was cross-listed, and ended the listing on eBay. But yeah, sometimes it sells first on Amazon, sometimes it'll sell first on eBay, but cross-listing can be something that you can look into as well. But those were three nice sales, but two, one for over 30, one for almost 30 bucks on Amazon. And then all of these are eBay. I have them listed here from right to left for how much they sold. Typically the ones that sell for really small amounts, which are these two here and our free shipping, are ones that I listed quite a long time ago. They don't even say where they came from. These could have been donations. More than likely they were. This one only sold for $5.85 free shipping, Crisis in Black and White. And this one, this one sold for $6.30 free shipping, Vedanta, A Blueprint for Everyday Life. It's a DVD. Those are ones that I would not list again. Don't recommend listing. There's not much money in them. Again, if you're going to take a long time to sell an item, they should be going for really good money. At least that's what I recommend and what I do, what I'm doing now. So this one, let's see, which is the next one. This one, which is African Waltz by Cannonball Adderley and his orchestra, sold for $7.29 plus shipping. This came from the same group of donations, which is probably my best and most lucrative CD donation. Also the best conditioned CDs I've ever received. This was the same ones. So $7.29 plus shipping. This one was in very good condition, as are most of them. It was on eBay. And this one is Star Dance. It is actually signed. It only sold for $10 plus shipping. This came from the massive buy that I made, oh gosh, over 3 years ago, which is what led me to the store that I'm in right now. The previous owner had a massive personal collection. A family member was selling it off. So I still have many, many more signed books to sell on eBay that are up for sale. So those will always trickle in. And that was $10 plus shipping. This is by, let me take this down so I can show you, what is it? Spider and Gene Robinson. Let's see. So these are all, here's it signed. It does not have a date, but it is signed. And many of these were signed in between from the 70s, 80s, 90s, even into the 2000s. Most of them they're almost entirely science fiction and fantasy books. Let's see, I have a VHS tape, which is Kids for Character. This is one that I bought in February of last year, February 1st, in a local thrift store. They sell VHS tapes in that store, either 3 for 99 cents or 79 cents each. I don't remember what I spent on this. So at most it was 79 cents, but it could have been 33 cents or even half of 79 cents if it was half off. So in that range, and it sold for $10.94 plus shipping. Kids for Character, learning right from wrong has never been so much fun. So yeah, not a big money sale, and it took a little while to sell. So this is not one that I would recommend reselling, even though I got it for such a cheap amount of money. It depends on the business model that you're running, but it did take a while to sell. And I think that's not Tom Selleck. Yeah. And then this one is Body of Proof, which I bought in a different thrift store back in September 13th of last year. I paid 75 cents for it. Body of Proof, it is season 2. I remember buying this with some other seasons of, I believe it was this show, that sold for way more money and pretty quickly. But this one did sell for $10.94. I had it listed for $14.99. and I'm running a current 27% off promotion on a bunch of items, and a lot of them are selling through that promotion. So $10.94 plus shipping. Only spent 75 cents on it. Still a nice return considering that it was less than $1, and it sold within what? September, so within about 4 months. Let's see. Now I've got this one, which I've had for quite a while. The World Within by Adam Lukens. This sold for $14.40. Free shipping. This is a sci-fi book. I don't know the year, but it looks like it could be 50s or 60s. Turns out this book is from 1962, if anyone was wondering. It is definitely a vintage sci-fi book. I'm not familiar with the author or the book, but it did take a while to sell, so it's not one that it's going to sell for much money, but it's up to you. You know, these older vintage, it just shows that older vintage sci-fi, and just in general, it's not always going to be worth great money or sell quick, but some will. You always got to do your research. Stronger Seniors Chair Exercise Program. This was a donation from a woman that I've gotten multiple donations from. It's been variety. There's been books, there's been CDs, there's been DVDs. It's been about 3 or 4 different donations, large donations. So this one, as you can see what it's about, exercise DVD for seniors. Yes, chair exercise program. It sold for $10.94 plus shipping. It was a donation. So it depends, you know, if you want to sell this kind of stuff and wait. It was back in, excuse me, September of last year, September 12th when I got that donation. It took about 4 months to sell. Let's see, the next one, I got 2 CDs. Okay, this one I bought in a, believe it or not, a Goodwill near where I live in August of last year. It was $1.50 for this one. It is a Bollywood soundtrack, and it ended up selling for $18.89 plus shipping, so not bad for spending $1.50, although it did take about five or so months to sell. Well, less than 5 months, 4.5 months or so to sell. But yeah, it did sell for decent money, $18.89. And these Bollywood type of soundtrack CDs can be worth reselling. But I wouldn't spend a ton of money on them, although there are some that I have sold for a lot more than that. But that's one there. This one is from a Gaylord from a long time ago, from several years, called Raquel's Boys. I sold it for $19.99, free shipping. Music for the Girl You Love. Did take a while to sell, but it sold for decent money. Again, it's not a huge profit. It's probably going to be free shipping, so it's going to be, I don't know, $15, $14, maybe a tiny bit less, but a decent amount of profit. And then this one here is sold for $21.89. It is an older book, Francois Villon Ballads. Hold on. I don't know the exact year, but it is a much older book. Sold for a decent amount. Took a while to sell, a couple of years, but $21.89. An example of the older books that I am moving through and trying to sell, that I still have a lot of on eBay. But a decent sale. And then this one was a local buy back in in May 27th of 2022. It was part of a bunch of other DVDs, I'm sure. Region B, non-USA was how I put it in the description and in the title, and it sold for $27.99 plus shipping. It is The Town That Dreaded Sundown. Oops. So it's actually got two discs in there. So yeah, if you're going to sell these DVDs that are for other countries, make sure to do your research. State that in the listing and the title and the description so that people are not buying something that they can't actually play. So that's everything that's sold since or over the weekend, and I'll make another video about all of the lots that sold. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Happy New Year. Take care.